Today, I'm going to be sharing with you what exactly has been working for me on YouTube on my two channels. Now, I'm not just going to come and tell you that, oh, go and do this one, go and do that one. No, I will explain to you exactly what worked for me and show you like examples of what I'm talking about. Now, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 points that I know will definitely work for you. It doesn't matter your niche, it doesn't matter what you're doing, it doesn't matter your age. But you see, my fifth point, trust me, this changed everything for me on YouTube on my two channels, and I will encourage you to stay and watch both my fourth and my fifth point. You're welcome, and if this is your first time here, I'm Glory C, and this is Life with Glory C, where I share growth tips that could help you either as a content creator or a random viewer on YouTube. So if you're looking to grow your channel, or you're just looking to grow intellectually, then this is a good place for you to stay. So I would encourage you to go ahead, hit the subscribe button. Like I would always say, it's free of charge, and of course you want to give me a big thumbs up so this video can get to a lot more people like you. Now, honestly, the very first tip for every content creator on YouTube is finding a niche. Now, I'm not just going to say, oh, because I know everybody, you might have been hearing it, find a niche, find a niche, find a niche. No, in today's video I'm going to tell you something different. Now, I'm not saying find one particular niche and stick to it. The thing is, the way a lot of people have been trying to find a niche has kept them boxed in and stopped them from actually blowing up on YouTube. The first thing is you want to list out about 10 things that you love. Now, why did I say 10 things that you love? YouTube is a long-term thing. YouTube is a side hustle. For some people, YouTube is a full-time thing. Do you understand? And if you are coming on YouTube just because you want to make money, or maybe you're coming on YouTube because you have seen another particular niche doing very well and you have decided to just come and replicate even without loving that thing, you're not going to go far on YouTube because you're going to get overwhelmed eventually, you're going to get burnt out eventually, and you might just give up on YouTube. No matter what it is, if you look at my channel, both my first channel and this particular channel, my first channel, when I first started, I was doing health, workouts, public interview, trivia, challenges, and what have you. I was just putting out different content, not because I was not serious, but because I loved those things. And normally when you love something and people can now get to see those things, even if it's one view you get, there is this fulfillment that you have. Do you understand? So that's the first thing you want to do. Even on this particular channel, if you just scroll through my playlist, you're going to see discussion, gist, you're going to see facial stuff, you're going to see you're just going to see a couple things, my lifestyle. Do you understand? And of course you're going to see this YouTube thing. So the first thing is just write 10 different things that you love to do. So the next thing you want to do is I'm going to explain something to you eventually, but listen to this first. You want to now start being very consistent with those things. Now, maybe today you are posting this, tomorrow you are posting that, the next day you are posting this. You just ensure you are shooting your shots. Yes, let me just call it, you are shooting your shots. Just keep throwing everything that you love to do. You might love one particular thing or love 10 particular things and you decide to just stick to one. But what if that particular one you decide to stick to is not going to work for you? You don't want to now box yourself into a corner, into a tight space. No, explore. Especially when you're just starting out on YouTube, explore. If this particular thing, just do everything, that puts everything on the table, everything that you love to do, put them all on the table. Now, the good thing about this is when you put out all of these things, eventually you're going to see one that this particular one, you know that no, this one is what thrives best amongst all of these things. And the good thing is, it's something that you already love. You can now decide to tilt towards that one and eventually stay on that particular one. There's a lot of things that I see on YouTube. It has happened to me and it still happens to me sometimes. You don't want to think too much, like overthink before you go ahead and post your videos. Now, when you overthink, you give yourself excuses why a video is not going to go viral. That is the thing. Or sometimes you overthink and say, oh, maybe if I want to talk about this thing, what if people feel like, oh, I do not have up to this yet, why am I talking about this? Do you understand? What I on this particular channel, there are some people that have come to question me that, oh, you're saying this, but you do not even have up to 1,000 subscribers, without knowing that I have a second channel. Do you understand? But if I had been overthinking it, that, oh, what will people say, then I wouldn't even get here. I wouldn't be here now. Do you understand? Guys, do not forget that fifth point, the fourth and fifth point. So Do not overthink it. If you feel like, if this comes to mind that, oh, I want to post this concerning this particular topic, and it's something you love, it's something already within your different niches that I've already talked about, go ahead and post it and don't look at anybody's face. Go, you are doing this for you. It's something that you love, and if it's something that you love, there's a way you put it out there that other people would actually love to watch it. Another thing I'm going to say is posts more frequent than usual. My own definition of consistency is you're sticking to a particular schedule. Exactly. Now, you might be posting maybe once a week, but you're sticking to that every week. You're being consistent. That is it. But when I say post more frequent than you would normally post, what I mean is you can post like, if you can, post like 3 times a week. Now, let's assume you decide to post like 3 times a week. What is going to happen? You are giving yourself 12 chances, because if you post like 3 times a week, that's 3 times 4, that's 12 times 8, that's 12 times a month. Now you're giving yourself 12 chances of going viral on YouTube. Now imagine you're posting every day. You're giving yourself 31 chances of blowing up on YouTube. Do you understand? And remember, if it's something that you already love, it will not be difficult to come up with topics to post. Another thing you can even do to help you easily come up with topics to post is when you follow other people who are also doing the things that you love, because you would always get inspiration from their videos. You see this particular video and you're like, oh my goodness, I could actually do something like this, and then you go ahead and post it. Aside that, you could even go into your YouTube studio, go over to where you have your analytics, go over to where you have trends. Trends is going to give you what people are searching for based on the things you do on YouTube. You're going to see it. And not only will you see what people are searching for, you will see videos that people have created on those particular things, and you can go ahead and get inspired by any of those videos. You can watch the videos, see how they did it, and do your own. Remember, it's 5 tips. Before I talk about the fourth tip, let me just put this out there. Now, I've seen a lot of content creators who have a lot of valuable content on their channels, because I coach people right on YouTube growth. I coach them, I take one-on-one coaching sessions. Now, I've seen that a lot of people have very good content on their channels, super good, very good editing, good content, but you know what is lacking? Their use of titles, their use of thumbnails. Now, like in general terms, I was telling some people on my live stream yesterday, in life generally, right? People will tell you that a book is judged by its cover. That's the same way it is on YouTube. A book is judged by its cover on YouTube. So your book cover on YouTube is your thumbnail. So you want to ensure that your thumbnail is very captivating. Your thumbnail sparks curiosity. You want that when people see your thumbnail, the next thing they're looking at is your title. Because YouTube is just, where's my second phone? YouTube is, I go on YouTube now, a random person goes on YouTube now, and then they just put on their phone screen. They are just scrolling, 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 scrolling. Now, there's just two things that will make them stay and watch what you are doing on YouTube. The first thing is if they already know you, right? If they already know you, if you're going on YouTube and you already know somebody and you already love that person, you love the person's videos, definitely you'd want to click. The second thing is your thumbnail must have sparked a particular curiosity in them. Do you understand? Or must have hit a particular pain point in them, or must have triggered something in them. So if you are creating your thumbnails, you're creating your titles, always create them with that consciousness that, oh, I want people to be triggered by my thumbnail. I want them to be triggered by my title, because once they look at your thumbnail, the next thing they are looking at is your title. That's the truth. So if those two things can capture people, people would easily, click on your video. Then when they click, you want to ensure that immediately you start your video, you're starting with giving out content, giving out good value. Don't start with introducing yourself. If you notice on this particular, like, okay, for example, this particular video, I did not start with telling you who I am. I started with telling you what you're going to be getting in today's video before I now went ahead to introduce myself briefly to you. So that's the way it should be. Now that you are done with this particular things, the fourth thing is, this particular fourth point has helped me a lot, like 80% of the time it has helped me. Before I go ahead to my fifth point that wraps up everything, this fourth one is jumping on trends. Guys, I'm not even going to lie to you, this thing, it works. As long as you see that, oh, this particular thing is trending and you know that it is related to what you do in your own channel, you want to go ahead, right, and replicate that thing, like recreate your own version, your own content. It might not be exactly how they have done it, but do your own. And when you're doing your own, you want your title, your thumbnail to not be exactly the same but similar. Do you understand? You want it to be similar to those trending videos, because when you post something that is trending, at that moment it is hot in the market and everybody wants to jump on that thing that is hot, because everybody wants to stay abreast of what's going on. Everyone wants to stay updated. So they are going to want to watch that particular video. There's that high probability or the high chance of them clicking on that particular video. And once they click, you're already getting a lot of your videos pushed out to a wider audience, because the more people click on your video, the more YouTube pushes it out. So if YouTube feels like you are helping its platform, it will help you too. So on my first channel it has helped me, on this channel it has helped me, and it is what you can see. I'm not hiding it, but here I do not like to gatekeep any information. Whatever it is that I know will help you, I go ahead to teach you, to tell you, so that you also can do. Like I would always tell people, YouTube is big enough for everybody to thrive. Nobody should now be selfish with, oh, let me have all the information to myself. No. So whatever it is that I know, I'll come and tell you. Do you understand? Now, the final tip that I said just is a game changer for me on both my first channel and on this channel is God. Trust me, you need God. I don't even know how to stress this more. Like, you just need God. Because I remember the first video of mine that went viral on my first channel, I wasn't even planning on posting that particular video. In fact, it was a different video I had already created. I think it was just remaining for me to edit it and, post. But do you know what? That day, I was just leaving the church and I just got that ministration from God, from the Holy Spirit, that I should just post a particular topic. It gave me the topic to post, right? And trust me, I was arguing within my spirit that, oh, why post this particular topic? But eventually I posted it, and that was not just it. Not only did God give me the topic to post, He gave me the title to use, He gave me what to use as my thumbnail. I'm not even going to come here and lie to you about the Holy Spirit. No. So you need God. You want to pray about your channel, because the same way you pray about your normal family, the same way you pray about your business, you pray about them because they are important to you. Then if you feel like your YouTube channel is important to you, you also want to pray about it. You also want to, commit it into God's hands. You also want to get instructions from God on what to do on your channel. Trust me, it helps. Trust me, you need God. You need God. Now, do not forget, I take YouTube and video editing one-on-one coaching sessions. So if you want me to come into your channel and help you, go through your channel and see what's working, what's not working, you want me to help you with your studio analytics, to explain things to you, or to just help you with your video editing skills, then you can go ahead into my description box. You're going to see a link. Check for any of the packages and book, or you just chat me up on Instagram to, book for my one-on-one coaching sessions. And you want to go ahead and watch these two videos, especially this one, because it's going to motivate you, right, to do more. I'll see you either on that one or any of these ones, or in class. Bye, I'm going to work.